Alright, what's good with you boys and girls? Today we're going to be doing a gameplay commentary over some gameplay. I've chosen 3 clips. Two of them are 1vx, one of them is 2vx to show how I think in both situations. So strap in, y'all going over this with me like right now, live as I do it. There's no script, there's no anything. So I see this guy, he's pretty low HP, he's by himself. I try to attack him, I want to take him down. Go right up there, hit him with an execute, bounce him off the concrete, move on to the next. This guy's pretty low too, but his friend comes out. I don't want to risk it. I don't know how many people are coming, so I immediately go for LOS. Most people would have seen the level 400. They would have attacked vigorously and probably died and got zerged. But I'm creating space. I'm using my movement, my mobility. It's okay, man. We want to win the fights. We don't want to get one kill and respawn. It's craziness. See this guy, put some damage into him. He's pretty squishy. Send him to aggro. All good. I see them. they're coming hard, man. So I go back to LOS. But I'm also not trying to go out too far, you know. I want to chase. I want to run as much as they chase, you know what I'm saying? So if they don't chase hard, I don't run hard. You know, I'm getting in the line of sight right now. I'm not actually trying to kill anyone. I'm just trying to put some damage out to see who's squishy. That was that guy. He got absolutely nuked. But to be fair, he's not high CP. Thing is, the low CPs can still put out a lot of damage. People don't recognize this. Like, yes, they're low CP, they're one shot, they're one tap, but you be wasting your time trying to focus someone else when you can just take those guys out while they're putting out damage and get a little pressure off of you. So I'm trying to stop the res there after I nuke that other guy. You know, I'm trying to. It's risk reward, right? I want to stop the res, but am I able to without dying? Answer was yes in that situation, but I had to immediately block off. They tried to alt dump me. Right now, I see there's a lot of them, and right, I'm just trying to kite. I'm trying to stay in line of sight. I'm trying to put out a little damage just to see who's squishy and who's not. I'm watching everything that's going on. Right now, what's more important is staying alive. Just staying alive, you know, not doing anything crazy. Like I said, we want to win. Right now, I'm just outpacing them, and I'm keeping them CC'd. Both the Warden class script and I believe it's the other Morphopulverins, Arctic Blast, is really good at that. It snares them. One snares and CCs, one just CCs, and with the mobility, you're able to keep pace and stay ahead of him. I was going to chase that guy down, but rightfully so, decided against it. I probably would have died there. Line of sight is the only thing saving me here. We're picking them off as we go, but we're being super careful about it. Just thin the numbers, man. You got to stay persistent. I see that guy's in corrosive. I don't want any parts of that. Right now, I see a guy low. I'm going to try to go for the kill. I could have finished either one of those kills. I'm not lying. But once again, do you want to get a kill or do you want to get all the kills? This is a thought process you have to be, you know, going with when you're playing this game. You know, you can you can get a 1 kill, but if you're leaving yourself exposed on your front bar and getting nuked, it's not worth it at the end of the day. Just be patient. It's going to happen. You know, it's going to happen. And if you're good enough, it's going to happen. But yeah, this guy got up and got put right back down. I'm just, you know, right now I'm trying to clutch the X. Spoiler alert, it gets interrupted. But right now we're trying to keep the smaller bodies down. We're trying to pressure them, right? I feel a little more confident here, but that's the problem. I got overconfident, but I did have my potion, and I knew I would be able to get back the line of sight. So right now, we're just trying to reduce the numbers even more while taking them out. You know, picking weak links, having the people chase us too far, too hard, separating them from the healers, the tanks. Anything like that is good in a 1vx situation. And it's what's allowing us to stay here and win and tough it out. I think we have like a tank and one person left, but it comes and gets interrupted, unfortunately. So X failed. But I think I would have won this with 2 people left. I've killed this guy many times, and the tank wasn't actually a real tank. But let's get into the next clip if we can. Once again, I'm just trying to show my thought process here of what's going on. So I see this guy immediately like bow alting me. Now I was going to sword and board alt, but I didn't want to waste alt, and he didn't seem like he was putting out a lot of damage. So I feel like I can just finish this guy off without having to waste or burn alt. Now I feel the damage is incoming like significantly. Like I don't want to get in execute range or anything like that. I'm kiting them. I'm trying to fill out their damage. I pop sorting board off because it was massive. Trust me. You may not seem like it. You have to be in the moment to know like what's hurting you, what's going on. And you have to be a good judge of the X. Sometimes we overextend. Sometimes we don't think we need an alt when we do. And I still make those mistakes to this day. This guy's low CP, but his damage is very painful for those heavy attack builds. And almost die, you know, risking a kill on him. But once again, we recover. We get in the line of sight immediately. I pop my sorting board alt to relieve some pressure. And also, you can go a little bit offensive within sorting board alt. It depends on what you want to do. But we spot this guy, he's not healing. You know what that means. Put a stun into him, finish him off, top him off, as they say. This guy got back up, but we put him down. He's low CP. We focus a weaker player. This guy's just full damage. He's just trying to go balls to the wall. And I know this, so put an alt into him, get him low, CC him, cook him. Just that simple, man. Pick your targets, pick your fights, pick your LOS. All right, this one's going to be how I play in group. Now, you have to know your teammate. I usually don't play with randoms, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but sometimes it becomes a liability. Like I turn into a heal bot healing somebody, or I have to go in and protect them, or I have to rush in, and it's not good. But luckily, we're with Eamon right now, and he knows what he's doing. So right now, we're just here to annoy these guys, right? We know if we run in there immediately, we're dead. We're cooked. I don't give a crap how good we are at Xing. You know, numbers matter. And a lot of people don't understand that. You could see a bunch of like level 600, 700s, or a mixture of 2,700s or low CP ranks. You don't know what you're going to get, man. They could all have full damage and immediately nuke you when you go in. So this guy decides to try to burn my siege. I thought he was jumping to be friendly. No, sir. Good night, sir. So right now we're just trying to annoy them. Meat bags are the best way to annoy people. As you can see, it draws people's attention. It makes them want to come fight you. It makes them want to, I don't know, meat bags enrage people. If you're ever tower farming, put a meat bag down. I'm telling you, they come to burn it immediately. We got a couple kills with the siege, by the way. They got the door down. So now we're trying to come in from behind, pause, and finish these guys off. Another pause moment. But we don't immediately want to rush in there, you know, even though I did. But I have permafrost that gives you major protection. They don't see me. Their backs are turned. And I was trying to get a free kill. However, they dropped oils and meat bags, and they counter-ulted. So that was a risk versus reward situation where I easily could have died. But I had Ball of Lightning. I knew that. And I had my own permafrost up. Right now, we're trying to put a little more damage into these guys with the siege, and I'm trying to pick them off one by one. That's it. I'm being patient, not running in. There's no rush. Why are you rushing, man? It's PvP. You're gonna be on all day anyway, right? Right? So just chill, take it easy. But this is a known group out here, so they're very, very, very wipeable. But I'm not gonna say they're very wipeable 1vx, even though spoiler alert I did last video. But for the average person, you might not be able to wipe them. For us good, great, excellent players, you know, if you pick our shots right, we can get most of them off. And a lot of the time, these guys just, you know, give up. They give up like half the Zerga leave, and you can finish off the other half and get a pretty nice clip, if I do say so myself. So once again, we're putting a little more damage in there. We're playing patiently. I'm trying to watch my partner's back. He's trying to watch mine. We're in communication, which is key. Communication is key. I'm letting him know I'm weakening him with the meat bag. If he sees anybody low, go in there and nuke him. I see them chasing him. I'm watching his back. I streak to interfere with any Ball of Lightning, to be technical. But I Ball of Lightning to cover any damage that might be going into him that's ranged, because I don't want him to fall over and die. If I was on my other variation, I would have put a purge down so you can hit the synergy, or any number of things to like protect the person we're Xing with. Right now we're keeping our distance. Me and Eamon kind of play the same. We have a similar play style. We both have a stem sword background. So mobility is key. Patience is key. Patience is key. A lot of people wonder why we have all these zero death, streams and things like that. Patience, my boy. Patience. Now sometimes even I get impatient. It happens to the best of us, but that shouldn't be a regular, it shouldn't be 50-50, right? It shouldn't be impatient half the time and be patient the other half of the time. It should be 99.9% just patient picking your shots. Once again, you can't get anything done when you're dead. So there's a lot of kiting going on, a lot of stalling, but we're really trying to just split the numbers up while watching each other's backs and keep them alive. We're not dumb. Don't get humble yourself, bro. Don't get overconfident. We don't care if they're terrible. Terrible players can kill you, believe it or not. Terrible players will nuke you. And you never know. You never know. You just be looking at your recap, oh, dang, he had a lot of damage, or dang, he had Zons on, or dang, this happened, that happened. But right now, we're focusing on the same targets. We're picking them off. They're getting weak, you know. And we see our moment. The Zerg is thin. They flip the keep. They spread out. So we're just right now picking our shots, killing anything moving. It's relatively easy for us. We know how to play the game. We know what's going on. So yeah, man, it's just that simple. Like, stay away from the siege. It's crazy work. But while I'm looking where Eamon's at, I'm also like protecting myself. So there's the thing about that. Like, I know we're like taking turns, right, in this situation. We're on comms, by the way, in this, but we're taking turns. Like, he goes in and gets one, and then he tries to back off, and I cover his back. Then I go in and I get one, and I try to back off, and he covers my back. Sort of like a dance of craziness, if you will. Right now we're split up, but you know, I'm just focused on. I know he's good at 1vx as well, so I'm not too worried about him. And like I said, we're on comms, so if he's in a danger mode, I'll be able to find him rather quickly. I have an add-on for that, and plus he's crowned, so it's really simple. But you know, we're just trying to wipe the entire Zerg basically without dying. It sounds like, okay, this is simple, but a lot of people make the mistake of rushing in and dying, and that's not what you want to do. But as you can see, we get them to chase us. We get them to play on our battlefield. We don't play on their battlefield. We get them to play on our battlefield. And look, they're completely focused on us right now. And once again, that's a good thing. Know your enemy, right? So I get an ult. I rush in to get them low. And we both spot the low guy. And we start picking them off even more. It's just that simple. Pick off the weak links. You don't want to sit there and the guy with 50k health be beating on his head. Unless you can guarantee that kill, right? You don't want them to get these reses and things like that. Like I said, we make mistakes, but I don't think this was a mistake. I think this was preservation, right? We preserved, we backed off when we needed to be, so we can come back and get the kill. And now they're weak. They've split themselves up. They're running. They're trying to res, and this is when the panic sets in. The panic sets in. Once you see the panic sets in, they're not focused, but you are. So just go in. That's when you can go balls to the wall crazy. We're nuking them. They stand no chance right now. Once a couple bodies went down and they lost coordination and focus, they were better off just standing there in that ball group and letting that one guy stay dead instead of trying to res them. And we pick them off bit by bit. My boy Eamon knows what he's doing. I know what I'm doing. It's like clockwork, baby. But if y'all want to see more of these videos, let me know. I'll be glad to narrate some more Xing, some more fights, some more thought process, and, you know, how I get down in the game. But it's your boy KLG out for now. Y'all stay safe. Appreciate everybody stopped in. Appreciate Eamon for helping me showcase this clip. Y'all can catch us live on Twitch or YouTube. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna get out y'all here. It's your boy KLG out. Peace.